Okay. Hello, hello, hello. We are now live. Let me fix all my charts. Daily fair value gap dipped in here. NQ earlier today. If we violate this daily order block, I am looking for lower. We'll see what happened with FOMC today. I think this is going to dictate where we're going to head over the next few days leading to the end of the year. Lots of sell side and ES here. I think this is going to be the draw. Look how nice this, of a target this looks like. We drop down to the hourly. We already got this swept. We did sweep this low already. Trying to mark it off this. NQ on the other hand did not do that, so we do have some lows ready to go. Buy side. Large daily hourly fair value gap created here. I think I really only saw one solid setup today, and that was like 10 a.m. open. Lots of gaps here. Yeah, I think looking at the hourly, I'm just, or the 4 hour, I'm just drawn to these ES lows here. I think it wants to get hit for FMC. We either manipulate it and then move back up, or we just keep on slamming back down. That's what my focus right now. And looks like NQ's already flipping lower here. Assume you heard profit trade went bust. Yeah, I knew it was coming. They were not a good one. Lots of people fail to see that. We have FOMC in 45 minutes. I want to get some Apex evals ready. Maybe I'll just try to buy some real quick. Is anyone trying to play the news with FOMC? Large 5-minute BPR here. Both on NQ and ES. I'm itching for lower here. So far, I think morning price action is not that clean of a run. We don't really have much. We're going for no targets really. These lows are just sitting there though. I believe I saw like the 5-minute setup here. Yeah, it was off this inversion here. So once this got flipped, 5-minute inversion, we close above, we retrace back down. It's basically a 5-minute retrace back inversion with a 5-minute gap. That's another BPR in itself. That's what I shared as well. That was a good here. That was a good hit. Yeah, I think we're also giving away 158 instant funded today from TradeFi. I believe we have that ready. Alright, let me get set up here. I want to see if I have the account prepared for us. I don't know how we want to do the giveaway. We'll probably do it at the end of the stream. I'm not sure how to do it this time. Alright, I think I have it. Okay, we have it ready. Good. Never tried TradeFi. Actually, I think TradeFi has the most potential. I've been saying that for the longest time. It's because they're just too good of a firm right now. Like when you see firms that are doing kind of iffy things or not doing what they should be, this is one of the firm that is doing everything they're doing right. Yeah, so we didn't sweep these lows, we saved them. Yeah, I think Alex is also coming on later as well. Let's do a bias poll. FOMC bias poll. There's going to be a manipulation somewhere. So if someone get this right, that'll be pretty good. I'm going to try to do it here. First one is manipulate up, then down, manipulate. Down, then up, 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 down, down. I don't have a poll where it says like neither, just like choppy, but let's see. Okay, I want to try to analyze and see what I can think of. If we're bullish, let's say we want to go for another all-time high, I definitely want to see this manipulate down first and then come back up. But I feel like we might be stalling out now, and this might be a high for just the rest of the year. We can come back to it later. If that's the case, that means I might be thinking like a quick drive up and then down. It's pretty interesting. Either way, I think you're still gonna look for this as your target, as your draw, because it's too good of a draw. It's way too good of a draw. All right, let me make sure we have. Let's look at the poll numbers. 66 votes so far. Make sure you guys pick a place to vote. Maybe it will help. But yeah, I'm sending some Apex evos. I just bought like 10 just now. We'll see how it goes. Because I only have 5 funded with Apex, I think 5. I just want to get them slowly, so I just bought 10. Probably 5 the upside, 5 the downside. See what happens. Is that a lot? Why are you guys making it sound like it's a lot of evals? Just 10 evals, which is like I think $32 a pop. You're making it sound like I'm just I just got like 100 evals ready to go. Damn, I'm surprised they didn't want to take these lows out. That's what a shame. Yeah, well, I'm only trying to see if I can just pass 5. 5 is good enough for me. Yeah, hopefully I get payout soon. I'm gonna try to build Apex again. Apex was such a moneymaker. Press 1 if you're trying to send evals with FOMC coming up. I just want to see out of curiosity who's trying to do so. It's gonna be crazy. I hope this FOMC 2 p.m. drop is gonna be good though. I feel like lately it's been so trash. Like not FOMC per se, but like all the news, all the high impact news has just been very, very weak. And we want to see some strong moves. It's just a little bit disappointing. Let's see. How many PAs have we gone through? I think I'm at like 300 right now. I mean, that seems like a lot, but 300 across of like 3 years. And then like just this year alone, I got like about 300,000 in payout. 250 to 300,000. I need to check. I saw on the leaderboard somewhere. I can't find the updated version though. But it's not too bad. It's not too bad. As long as I'm up like a few X, that's all that matters. I would hate to be break even or like even one times profit. So like let's say I spend like 50,000 Top Step, right? All time. I would want to make at least like 3x or higher, 3 to 10x my investment. Yeah, I really haven't been trading as much Apex since the new rule change though. But I'll get back to it. Let's see what happens. Damn, we have some low liquidity here. I think we're gonna try to take this first. But yeah, look at the 4 hour. I think the 4 hour is drawing me lower right now. Lower to sweep or to push down. We can manipulate up and go down, or go down first and then push back up. Either way, that's what's drawing me right now. I don't think, yes, yeah. If you're asking me to trade before FOMC, I'm for sure not looking for anything. You're looking at anything post FOMC. I'm gonna start hunting there. This is looking like it's gonna get ran for sure now. Any payout issues with Tick Trader? I've been good with Tick Trader. It just takes a while for payout sometimes. I think because they have such a large user base now. It should get ran here. I don't see why this would stay here. There's the target. Boom. Still pushing lower. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. Still pushing. Still pushing. Too clean of lows, to be honest here. Wait, why is it like this? December 10th? Oh, okay, I did it wrong. It should be this low. This one has, yeah, swept yet. Okay, that makes sense. I see the votes so far. 200 votes. 36% says manipulate up, then down. Then 49%, basically half you guys, said manipulate down, then up. I kind of like that though. The down is way too quick of a draw right now. Oh, we have advent calendar. Let's see what the advent calendar is. 150k advance account for only $90. Is that good? I don't know. I just don't like advanced accounts because I was like Apex. Why would I go for Apex version? I'm just trying to set up my other accounts so I can get ready for news drop. So bear with me here.
Mr. Brian?
Yo, what's up? Wait, let me check your volume. Can you say something real quick?
Hello?
Come a little closer. I just want to make sure the mic, where you're comfortable with. Then I'm gonna just turn your volume up to where I'm at.
Hello? Hello?
All right, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Okay, you should be good.
Check.
What's up? Ready for FOMC?
Let's see. I always say up, to be honest.
You said what? Let me change.
I said I always say up.
Up? Oh, for FOMC?
Yeah.
Wait, okay. You see the poll on the stream right now?
Yeah, I see it.
What's the case you think? Manipulate
honest,
up, then down, down, then up, just up, or down, down.
Up.
I'm looking at the
Up,
4 hour though. I like ES these lows to get tagged first. I want to see it manipulate down and up. That's what I'm banking on right now.
To be honest, it doesn't even matter. Like, at this point in time, even if we go down, it's just more of a discount. The way I see it.
Yeah.
The Mexican guy is back. All right.
How have you been trading for just like all-time high price action? Like just basically this December. Like let's say last week and the last 2 days here. How have you been liking the price action?
I like it. I like it a lot. To be honest, I thrive in uptrends. So I've just been.
I mean, that's good. That's good.
I don't really think about it. Like, if I'm below 930 and I'm in a discount of the current price leg, like I wait for an order block and then I log in.
That's good. That's good. I've been just kind of sidelines. I just don't like the delivery so far. Especially the last like 3-4 trading days. I guess the last 2 days, like yesterday, was probably just pre-FOMC price action.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't know. Like I'm not messing with it, or it's just hard for me, I guess, because I'm like so used to. I was on a burner basically September, November, October, around there. It's like last 3 months, and then December's not clicking for me right now. It's like I'm doing the same thing, but the delivery.
It's so interesting because I've been getting that. It's like, oh, Alex, December isn't clicking for me, and it's been my best month this year.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. In the past, you know how September's like very bearish. Basically in my early trading years, that would be like the worst month for me, just because I'm trying to like catch a knife and like I don't know. I just try to go against it sometimes. But I'm better with that now. I'm just like, if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna be against it or just sit in the sidelines, which has been helping tremendously. But yeah, I mean, people do thrive in.
I mean, you had a great year
uptrends.
though.
Yeah, I wanted to finish off with a bang in December, but just nothing is clicking for me. I'm like, I can't touch this right now. That's why I'm contemplating so many times. Like maybe I just wrap it up, come back like January, like early January, like January 5th or something, and then we grind again.
Yeah, January typically isn't really good for me.
Is that I forget like what months ICT like people I guess doesn't like or avoid, and then like come back in. Like do you remember like what he says?
Not really. When it comes to that,
or something? I forget.
Yeah, I think it's like he calls it like towards the end of November. That's pretty much it. But I like to just stick to if it's working. Like I'm not gonna I'm not gonna change anything. Yeah. Have you traded at all today, or just kind of waiting?
Not as much. I really haven't done. And I think did I take a scalp of that 10 a.m. or I took longs off this inversion 10 a.m. just on one of my accounts. Is this 9:30 here when we inverse this? We had this BPR here, which I retapped back in, and then we had the hourly fair value gap, which that was just my draw there. That's the only thing I took. I think everything else just But like even hindsight doesn't look as good for me for AM so far.
Yeah, I managed to catch a long at 9:41, just about.
Let me see. Let me see. On the
Yeah.
1 minute, right? 9:41.
That yeah, on the 1 minute. That
Find.
basically the same setup that you just demonstrated.
And what was your reasoning for this? Is it like this OB that we just
So
flipped?
yeah, it was just that order block formation. You know,
So
9:30
like
open.
I guess just like
Low.
so we can show it to the viewers. Like how would you like let's say what your entry and like where would you put your stop? What's your TP? How do you manage
So
this?
in this particular case, I basically just have the 6 a.m. and the 9:30 candles, or the opens marked out.
Mm-hmm.
And then today I was kind of going in with the expectation that we might just range, especially on ES.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can kind of see that it's been holding that range there. So I was just looking for a range extreme and then an order block at that range extreme after like post 9:30. So in this case, I had, what's it called? I had my 9:30 marked out. I was waiting for kind of either a sweep of that low from around, I think it was Asia session. Yeah, it was Asia session. So like that Asia
ES or
session
NQ? Let me
low
see.
on
Oh,
NQ. Yeah,
what was your Asia low actually? I think my Asia low is different.
mine is I'm marked out at 22,206. So
Okay, yeah, then it's
yeah,
different.
to be honest, like I've seen this happen, and it happens a lot in uptrends where it's just like that famous failure swing on NQ during those uptrends. So I had the range marked out on NQ. I was waiting for a range extreme, so either a sweep or just a visit to the extreme, and then I would wait for an order block post 9:30. So as soon as we got close to that low, I was kind of watching the reaction there, and then that 9:35 candle. As soon as we got to close above that 9:35 open on the 1 minute,
9:35. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that marked that out. We got that expansion at like 9:39, and then I just basically waited for a bit of a retracement at 9:41 and then entered off there. And then my stop was at the 9:39 candles low, because I wouldn't want to see price come back into that low, because then we would just visit the
what was your entry again?
211. My entry
your entry
was
on 41?
249. Yeah.
So it was on this candle here, like the 941 you said. Yeah. So this is about
Yeah.
25 put stop. It's like standard for you for AM, I'm assuming. Around there.
Yeah, it was just about, so it was 22 points.
Do we
just
have no? What is this wick here? 930. Oh, that was a large wick on 930 open. And where were you targeting? Just like 930 open or even
I was
higher than
targeting the 9:30 high, so 303.
that? Okay, yeah, and that finally got hit afterwards. That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
I'm on the 1 minute. Yeah, I'm on the 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah, the way I look at this, like we also got this inversion too. This flip here, and then with that displacement, we create that fair value gap. So this is like basically a nice BPR retrace back inside that 941 candle too.
Yeah, to be honest, it's always interesting because I know you can definitely see it in a different way, and it would still be kind of the same setup with the similar results. But yeah, I just see the order block. I don't really pay too much attention to
okay, yeah, that makes sense.
imbalances. The only kind of like the only time I pay attention to imbalances is just like either like a shift in order flow or like on my daily chart.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That was a very good trade too. Let's see what we get for PM.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get something nice, that'd be awesome. 1 minute 9:35. Zaza.
Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I told chat I bought 10 Apex evals. I want to send it on FOMC news drop. Let's see. Dude, news drop, I don't know if you also utilize it for like evals or whatever. It's been so like weak the last like I don't know how long, like 3 months but for the longest time, you know how like it was used to like CPI, non-farm payroll, it would move like 2%, 3% in the market, and you can pass evals like left and right without even trying. But now like these news candles are like we're moving like 0.25%. Not
Yeah,
not as
yeah,
volatile as it
it's
used to be.
interesting. Yeah, you can actually like if you go over to the CME website, you can kind of compare like historical volume, and I think
What's
November
lower now?
and this quarter has been a little bit lower than previous quarters.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Panchu is asking, was your order block the 938 candle? Let me see that again.
It would be the
9
935.
930. You say, yeah, you say 935.
Yeah, yeah, 935. So that low there. Ideally,
Yeah, I
like
see that.
I usually mark out the combination, so 934 and 935.
Mm-hmm.
But I had
Like consecutive
a bit of
candles.
a premature entry on this one. Yeah.
Either way, I think this was like inversion traders like this, breakers
Oh yeah.
traders would like this too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
any traders would like this long because I don't know if you saw too. I think we hit the daily fair value gap too. We took the previous day low on that move down,
Yeah. Yeah.
rebalanced in
Yeah.
this daily fair value gap, held very well. So like whatever trader you are, if you're like similar to ICT, any perspective did give the same entry essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
But yeah, I don't want to focus on AM trading again for the new year, like in January. I'm just gonna try to take it easy the rest of the year. Well, I'll
Yeah,
let you
that's fair.
guys thrive, especially those who love the one-sided upside delivery.
Oh, it's just it's the only time like where I really
It's free
kind of
money
milk
though,
the
like if you
market.
just take advantage of it.
Yeah. I try to like tell myself it's like just keep it stupid. Like if we're going in an uptrend, like discount 930. That's
Hmm.
it.
You could like literally
Try not to
long
think about it.
anywhere for the like last week. It was just moving
Yeah.
up
Yeah. Yeah.
anywhere, any
Yeah.
trader.
Yeah. And I use 6 a.m. open a lot actually in my
6
uptrends because
a.m.
it 930. So 930 is either just going to continue an expansion to the upside or it can retrace into this because the 6 a.m. is the 4 hour open for 930.
Wait, say that again. I need to hear back one more time.
No, 6 a.m. open is the 4 hour candle open for 930. Like 930 is within
Oh,
that
yeah, okay,
candle,
yeah,
the
yeah.
6 a.m. open. Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
How have
And
you been though? How was
do you
this
use
week?
that? Do you use that to trade? Well, what time do you use that trade? Like market open or like before that, like pre-market, like 8:30 around there?
No, no. I typically only trade like post 920. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, so you use 6 a.m. to trade like that around that time, post
Yeah, yeah,
9:20.
it helps
Okay,
me
okay.
gauge because then it's like I can kind of like
Yeah,
you can
I was
see
gonna
how the
ask you
4 hour
that.
is
I was gonna
printing.
ask you
Yeah.
like how you trade, like if you trade open market volatility or not, because a lot of people do trade that. I'm like the one
Yeah.
who don't do that. Like I just like I'm gonna wait till at least 9:45, the first 15 minutes, just let that play out, and then even better like around like 9:50 to 10. That's when I start like looking for AM because it's just more
Yeah.
consistent for me. But yeah, some people do thrive in that condition where it's open market volatility, it's moving really fast. It's like a double-edged sword. But if you're used to it, you can make a lot of
Yeah.
money out of it.
I was having this conversation with somebody the other day, and they had asked me, "What kind of asset do you think you would be trading by the time you were 50? Like, do you think hypothetically, like the speed of
Oh,
NQ, like, would you still be trading NQ, like, knowing that the older you get, the kind of like a little bit slower?"
what other asset would there be? Like, are you talking like commodities like oil or like natural gases? Are you talking about like comparing that versus?
Yeah, just in general,
Oh,
like, do you think you'd be able to trade NQ by the time you're like 60 or 70?
I think I might just bounce around. I'm gonna have a feeling of NQ, and then ES has always been consistent for me too. It's just very slow, and I just opt for the more volatile one lately, just because
Yeah.
I'm a quick scalper. But I think ES, I'll likely just be swing trading ES because I always talk about this to the stream as well. Like if I'm older, I just want to trade as little as possible. Whereas like I'm not scalping anymore. I'm just gonna be like long term trading, like or not long term, like swing trading, intraday swing or weekly swings, and just go for the big trade. Hopefully at that time I'll have like large capital to play with by then, and
Yeah.
I would think I'll just be playing ES for the most part.
Heart pumper. That's good to hear, man. You're 50, quick as a roadrunner.
Whoa, no way. Someone just
Yeah,
said
that's awesome.
Patek just told everyone on Top Step TV that the house count is down 300,000 for the
300K?
year?
Jesus,
How do you even do that?
that's crazy.
Like, how do you do that? I need to get that clip. I need to get that clip. Someone give me the timestamp. I'll clip it later. So they can't really boast around like, you know, having all these top tier live traders when they're saying like they taking these trades from live traders. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's pretty insane actually.
It makes you think like I'm it's like the speculation like that everyone thinks about if they are just purposely losing so people can make or the firm can make money. Like when you see that stat line, like it make me think like maybe I gotta buy into it. Because if
That
they
is an
let's say it was the
interesting
inverse,
take.
they were up 300,000, that would take a hit on their the firm sustainability because now probably a lot of people would copy trade them, and if
Yeah.
they're doing so well, you should give them the free payouts. So I don't know. It's crazy.
I still have my accounts. They've just been sitting there actually. Today's trade I took was
Is it X base
on the
or
top
what
sub
is it?
accounts. Yeah. It's I have yeah, I've expressed 550Ks. I know that they limited their payout amount, right?
Oh, it's 5K per request, which is I don't think it's that
Oh,
big of a deal to
5K
be.
per request?
Yeah, per request per account.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so like I feel for me like I'm always like average withdrawing like 2,000 anyways. And let's say you
Yeah.
have like 15,000, you can withdraw 7,500. You can't do that anymore. You withdraw 5,000, keep the 10K balance, just make another 5 trading days, and then withdraw there. Like I don't think it's a big issue.
Okay. That's fair.
Here, let me look at chat. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna need a timestamp later, guys. I want to see Mike Protect him say that himself because I know that's gonna hurt his soul to say that, to admit that.
It is pretty crazy.
I'm gonna say that chat. If you have the timestamp, just reply to in the general chat. That would be much appreciated.
So how do you usually approach this with these
Um.
when you have fun with these evals? What do you
Oh, okay. I think it depends on the firm. For Apex, they already like say you can do whatever you want. You can hedge it. You can just buy, sell. You can do stop orders. You can basically do whatever you want. A lot of people they
Sweet.
do tend to just like right before news they'll just like okay let's max contract upside, max contract downside, and hope for a big move. I tend to like just using stop orders. So if it's like traditionally a let's say 200 point move in the first few seconds, I need to capture like 50 points of it to pass like the apex evals. Let's say it just depends on the firm. Other firms they won't let you hedge or do these type of things with evals. But yeah, Apex
Did
is free
you
spirited.
did you manage to switch over your
The contract.
funds
Wait, what?
to a different live account? Because I remember you said you wanted to switch.
Are you talking about cash count or what account?
Yeah, cash account, like
Yeah,
live
yeah. I was on
personal.
Webull just for fun. But because I had option money on it.
Yeah,
And then I'm on Tradeovate right now. I'm gonna try it. I'm trying hard not to trade on the live account because I've been just none of my trades has been hitting the last few days,
yeah,
or not even like I don't have to be in the trade, but it's just like it doesn't. I'm not getting the right anticipation and reading the market as good as I should be, especially based on the last few months. So I'm trying my hardest not to trade on that account until January, and then we can start grinding up
yeah.
again.
So what like for example, like what do you do when when you're kind of stuck? Like how you feel right now? Like is there something that you change in your daily routine? Or
Oh,
something that you change in your
yeah.
journaling that kind of like helps you ground yourself?
I think there's two parts in that. first part is I think live streaming. Live streaming keeps accountability because you know you have
Oh,
like 500 eyes
100%.
on you,
100%.
and that goes hand in hand with you don't want to fuck up or you don't mess a trade, and that makes you look for high probability trade, just quality setups. So that's what I've been doing lately. That's I used to trade like all these sessions. I take like 5, 10 trades almost a day, basically. I'm reducing that to like 1 up to 2 per day, and like it's like 2 hours too. So like I'm cutting open market volatility. I'm cutting power hour. If I'm trading 2 sessions, it'll be 10 to 12, 1 to 3, and usually I don't even trade 2 sessions. I'll just trade 1 session. It'll be like PM, let's say. So that big move for me during October, November when I was doing good, I think it was mainly because I was looking for high probability setups, doing the same thing every day, just trading 1 session, one model, and then also the pressure with everyone watching and taking the same trade. That was what helped me to, I think, to like level up. I would say like that's why I keep on describing it. So
Okay, I see. No, that's sweet. Do you like when you journal, like is it the same? Do you have like a set of questions that you ask yourself every day or
no, I feel like maybe that's something I should look into more. I haven't been journaling for like the last like year and a half.
yeah.
Um, I guess the only thing I would journal in a way would be like if I post trade recaps because I can look through it. Like in that video I did for October, I did have a screenshot of all my trades for that month, and I'll just look through it. I only basically made a collage out of it just for the video, just for like people to see like what kind of trades I take. But it's not for myself. Like usually, traditionally for journals, you do it for yourself. But yeah, what journal do you use? Like I'm assuming that you journal too.
I'm using TradeZilla right now.
Trade sale. Okay.
It's really good. I like it. I like it.
And did you say when you like let's say import accounts, you don't have to? It's automatically updated. Is that what you said
Yeah,
it
it
was?
updates. I think it updates every 3 hours.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Because I think I was under the impression that you had to submit like your report every day to update
No,
it.
no.
It's
Now with
automatic. Okay.
Tradeovate, it's automatic. Yeah.
Is that through like? Do you know if they connect it through their API or just like or you log in through Tradeovate or do you enter your details? How does that work?
You just pretty much sign. Yeah, you just pretty much sign in, and then they pull the reports. As far as
So
like the
you
API
sign in
relation, I'm
through
not.
you sign in through Tradeovate login though. You don't give them your info
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay,
No,
that's
no. You
good. So
sign
they
in
do
through
have the
Tradeovate.
API.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Funny enough, I've actually been testing TradeSyncer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Trade, yeah,
Trade
yeah.
copier. Did they give you the
Yeah.
beta code?
Yes, yeah, yeah. They did.
That's good.
Thank you for
How
that.
how
Appreciate
how's your
it.
experience with it? Because they did ask me to collect feedback. I just haven't been trading as much with it.
Yeah. No, I think it's good. There was like a little bit of a delay. I only put in like for one micro because like I wanted to test it out.
Hmm.
Um, but for the most part, it's good, and the UI is like super simple and easy to use and
Yeah.
easy
What
to
what firm
understand.
what firm did you use by the way when you were setting it up?
So, I mixed my personal, like my live account, with my Top Step.
Hmm.
So it's gonna be like Ninja Trader and then Trade So it was like those two.
Okay, okay.
But the thing is, like Trade is owned by Ninja Trader, so you can
Hmm.
you can use your Ninja Trader login for your Trade.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have the Rhythmic version. You have the Tradeovate Ninja version.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think that's what
Just
they
have the
kind of
Trade
distinguish it.
version. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, TradeSyncer. I think they were telling me the timeline like maybe next few maybe by the end of the year, they can get everything fully set up. They want to do it earlier than that, but they're still working on some bugs or some latency. And sometimes, like I think the main thing is like it disconnects on you. Let's say you have like 3 firms connected.
Yeah,
Sometimes it disconnects.
yeah.
That's very bad. So like they're trying to work on that and get that set up before they launch it to the public. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but they
it's gonna be
I had a
revolutionary
conversation with
though.
them. Yeah, yeah, they're good. They're cool guys too.
Yeah, in the chat, how many of you guys know TradeSyncer or what know of TradeSyncer? Probably not as much, but I'm a big partner with them. I've been talking to them for like the last like almost a year now. They came to me like probably like 9, 10 months ago. The first meeting we had, And then we had like a few more meetings in between, and I was telling them like, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to get the Trade API. I'm sure not many people want to share their info, like their personal account info, so you get that done. And I was telling them like some trade copier details that I would like for them to have, and they really worked hard to get everything set up properly. And it's been missing because I've been using Replicanto. I think you been using Replicanto as well for the last however long?
Have I been using what? Sorry.
Replicanto, the trade copier.
I
Or
used it
no?
like very shortly for like 2 months.
Okay, that's what like
Um,
everyone uses basically.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's the only one really. It's like the only
yeah,
viable.
yeah. If stream is delayed, guys, just fast forward it. It should be like under like 10 seconds if you fast forward it.
Yeah, it's like 2 seconds for me.
Yeah, it depends
I hear
on
my
where
own
you
voice.
are.
Yeah.
It depends where you are, like what location, because some people will have like a 1 second delay at most.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I'm barely getting any delay, but we're in the same state, so.
yeah, yeah, we are. All right, we have 1 minute for it. Let's see what happens, guys.
Ooh.
Do you trade what like on FMC day? Do you often trade or do you like kind of like sit out? And if you do,
Um,
when do you start trading? Like 2:30 posts?
yeah, 2:30, I would say. If I do tend to participate, which really rarely.
Yeah, because
But let's see.
the trend from post
It's
2:30 is pretty clean though. It's like free money
it's always
sometimes.
fun to see like what it does. It's a
Yeah,
fun little.
getting closer. 30 seconds. I want a 100 point move. I feel like it's asking for much lately, but I'm so used to it. Like non-farm payroll FMC just moves so large.
I could see both prints happening now, to be honest.
Oh, let's see. I get it. It flatten. How big? Oh, that was a weak move actually. I don't know if I got it. No, it's flipping back up.
How big was that?
That was not that big.
50
Did it
points.
sweep
Yeah.
the hourly? No, it didn't. ES. It's too weak.
Jeez. Passed.
That was too
Nice
weak. Yeah.
cheese.
I flattened it, but it was not that much. Weak. I think I got filled. Let me just check where I got filled. Around like 280. That it should have already TP'd me out here because I only like about 40 points on it. But it didn't fill me out, so I just closed it manually,
Sheesh.
just flatting it. I mean, the accounts are still alive, but just not that much in profit. That's weak of a move.
It would be hilarious if we failed to sweep this low.
Yeah. Wait, did we sweep it just now? No, we didn't.
No, not yet. We're about to.
How's you guys doing the news, guys?
There
My
it
accounts are
is.
live at least. Did it wick? No, it didn't wick. So I got filled on the downside.
Nice.
It should have TP'd me out for a pass on the account. I just didn't do that. So
And the lower the better. The lower the more affordable the
yeah,
the NQ.
you want it in discount. I still think we need to drive this down there for ES sake. Let me look at chat. Pass 100K traded 5. That's good. That's good. Alex from the lab. Yeah, he's here. Still need a little bit lower. Big flip already. Do we take we took NQ lows though, so we're SMTing right now.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I would
Lows
just
in
rather look
SMT.
at ES lows as well. And I can just focus on upside if it does flip.
All right, 2 o'clock.
Okay. Someone asked, why is it lately the news of it hasn't been moving the market as much lately? I think, what would you say, Alex? You said the volume was lower in December or like the last few
Yeah,
months
I
compared
would
to.
say. I would say like currently, like if we were to compare the volume that we're seeing now, it's just a bit lower compared to historical.
Yeah. I still do miss the big days where like I think COVID time where every news drop 8:30. Like at that time I didn't even trade 8:30 at all. But I wake up, we're down like 3%, we're down like 600 points in NQ, or we're up like it's either or, and it'd be like the most craziest thing. Like what the heck? How did this happen? All right, I'm gonna set up my get my fund edits ready and see if we can hunt for some trades. I still want this ES lows to get taken. We're like at 113. Let me see that drive in. There we go. We're about to drive this in here. Look for this impulse through. There it is.
Nice.
Now this is where Alex is looking for this discount. He's like,
I am. Jeez. Crazy. See if I would really like to see tell you right now. 175 this would be. What a crazy fall
what a
through.
drive.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Could have
Yeah,
passed a handful of evals right there
crazy.
and then moved down. Does anyone know for Take Profit Trader, when can you trade post news? I still have some Take Profit Trader accounts that I might be interested in trying to see if I can join in. If you know, say in the chat, please. After 1 minute. Okay, so you can start trading now then. There's someone you play the news drop then.
That's pretty nuts.
We're dumping.
Are you in? Yeah, are you in on this at all?
No.
This is pretty wild.
I'm just trying to trade some evals. The rest of the evals I have, but it's just hard to pass them without me like full sizing it. I like
How far? How big is this?
You said what was your target you're looking for?
I wanted 175, but we were already
we just
absolutely
ran through it.
That, yeah.
All right, I think this could turn back up here.
Yeah, it would be
We need to see some
nice.
confirmation, then I'll probably look for some entries.
So what are you looking for right now? Kind of want to understand.
Let me see. Two pieces on the evals. Let me just take a look. Okay, where are we at? I just want to see some displacement back up, and then I'll look at the 5, most likely 5.15, if we could print a 15-minute gap. But that's a large one at that already. What's the next level we're looking at? Is there any strong liquidity under this? I don't think there is. We're still just driving down, so I don't think I could do anything there. It's a big dump. Holy crap. What is this? What is this price post post contract change? I just want to see. Was it December, right? Yeah, let's see this. What was the price before? Oh, so we actually dumped below 22,000. Wow, it's a big dump. We just made a new low. This is your discount, Alex. If you want the discount.
Hell no. I'd rather we just wait.
It's going so deep in discount right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. I'd rather just wait. Absolutely not. I see, like in a scenario like this, I think I just wait until the next day. Like there's nothing for me to do here.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
can't
think
really...
for me, I need to wait till 2:30, and then that's a traditional move, anyways, where we look to see if we can flip.
No, I can't justify like looking for a long or looking for a short. It's just not. I typically like ask myself, it's like, if would I long this or would I short this on a 15-minute? And it's like, if I'm not in a comfortable place on the 15-minute, like there's no reason for me to go down at any lower time frame.
Damn. You have a need news drop for this if you want to play evals. Just do some small size and let it run. Yeah, I don't know what other target we're looking at though. We have this area. Just mark some hourly liquidity targets. Most like this. I don't know if we can go down there. 960.
Insane move though.
Yeah. Honestly though, I would appreciate it.
It was a
if
little
we
delayed.
What was delayed? Oh, the drive down.
Yeah. Just slightly.
I would appreciate it if we just leave that high for the rest of the year, and like we just kind of consolidate or range bound. That's where I thrive at, just playing both sides.
Yeah.
Because when it goes like just one-sided upside, it leaves me with like no entries that I like. What a large dump, bro.
Yeah, it was pretty... Ooh.
We're 10 minutes in from news drop 2. Every candle move up has just been turned down. Even that move at 2 here. We need to see some nice closure to see upside.
Somebody had mentioned weekly open.
Weekly open. For NQ or ES?
For, I don't know.
Weekly open would be 9:45, wouldn't it?
I think it's... Where is it? Weekly open. is 22,076, just around there.
For weekly open? Oh. I'm looking
Yeah,
at
the
the wrong
weekly,
candle.
current weekly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm,
Am I?
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking at the wrong candle. You're right. 22,076. Is that what you're saying? We can flip this weekly candle red with FMC here.
I mean, if we get below weekly open, and there's an hourly order block, it's all longs for me.
Yeah. I think what I liked for ES, if we can get, or is this the day? It is daily. If we can get a strong close under this daily OP here, I'm looking for all these lows to get taken, and
Yeah.
probably leave this high for the rest of the year. That's kind of what I want to go by, but we've just been pushing higher. Just whatever. I think whatever happens next, like the close today, I'm gonna try to play for it tomorrow. We'll probably have a good Thursday, Friday though.
Yeah. I'd like to think so too. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're still within. Funny enough, we're still within Monday's range, actually.
Yeah, we're just too hard.
So Kane.
Oh, Kane is here. We need to trade Kane. I'm waiting for 230. Oh, Alex, how do you think
What's
we
up?
should run this giveaway? I was gonna do the 150K. It's funny. It's like for $450 basically. How do you think we should distribute this
snap.
giveaway? Because yesterday was too chaotic. I was like, I did like random number generator. I did like pick a roll of dice, all this type of stuff. There's way too many people.
Dude, on YouTube, I have no idea. Because on Discord, it's like you have at least you have the bot, the
Yeah,
giveaway
the Discord
bot.
bot. Yeah, I could do that,
Yeah.
but I want to leave it on YouTube.
For YouTube. Let me see.
Yeah, yesterday basically we said like pick a number, like 1
Yeah,
to
we've
100.
tried doing that.
And it's
And
just
so
crazy.
crazy.
I could literally drop the code to the live chat, and then whoever redeems it first gets it, but it might crash their website. We have like 700 people logging in to do it. Yeah, I'm not really doing much till 230 though. See if we can get 230 first. Probably one more big drive down before this 230.
They're already asking Kane if he's in a trade. No, not really. Damn, that ES daily is ugly.
Can we get a drive down to take out 079? What was the weekly again? The weekly was. Did we hit weekly yet? Weekly open? No, we didn't. Yeah, we're close.
Yeah, honestly, after so many consecutive days to the upside, I wouldn't be surprised if we just go sideways for a bit.
Yeah, consolidate one. It's just teasing. It keeps on coming back up and down. 12 more minutes for 2:30. Does anyone know what Powell's saying? Does Powell start speaking 2:30? Right? Is that
230,
how it
yeah.
goes?
Yeah, 230, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, 230.
We just took that NQ low, but I think we might have one more drive, possibly. Respectfully, I could be wrong, but did y'all not read the release expectation rate cuts? I can't imagine long with that backdrop. Honestly, that's a good question for Alex too. Like, do you read like let's say CPI or FMC, like any of their details, or do you just trade it?
I typically just look at the probabilities. I don't really look into the report itself too much. But like if
Yeah,
you go to like
I
rate
stopped
hike
doing that
probabilities
too.
or cuts, yeah.
The probability, yeah,
Because
I do that too.
like for intraday, it only affects us in the way we're seeing it now, right? Like in terms of that. Fundamentals are for investors, yeah. It's true.
Yeah, I think you know how long has been when like some news drop like CPI could like print very red, but it's like the market's moving crazy up, and I feel like I got burned too many times trying to follow like the decision or the outcome of the news, where
Yeah.
like it doesn't make sense to me anymore. It's like I'll just play whatever
Yeah.
I see.
No, there's like I like to think that there's like levels to it because you have to kind of understand like the environment that you're kind of trading in. And so like reading or kind of understanding like on a macro scale could definitely help with that.
Mhm.
But for the most part, I think obviously the print is more important than the news itself, I would say. Like from an intraday perspective, the order
Yeah,
flow is more important. Yeah.
maybe we'll pull up Jerome Powell for like the first 10 minutes and see what happens.
Yeah. Or
Let's
to
see
my
what.
thesis, Kane disagrees.
Wait, does anyone know what YouTube channel they're sharing it on? Where I can find it. Jerome
I
Powell.
can drop it in if you want.
Is this
Yeah.
CNBC? Is that one that works?
I
Or
have
no,
the
it's probably
Federal
this one, right?
Reserve one.
Bloomberg.
Yeah.
Use the Bloomberg
You
one.
can here.
Yeah, just
You
drop the
can
link.
use this one, I think. That's like the Fed Reserve itself.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. But I think Kane is saying Yahoo Finance. I don't think I've ever seen the Yahoo Finance one.
I'm about to stop the lo-fi and get this ready.
It's time to go up. I love the attitude.
We did barely take that hourly NQ. I just want to see some displacement in it holding because every retrace on the upside has just been pushed back down.
For the first time, the three index futures are actually correlated. I'll go. Hell yeah.
Seven minutes for Pow to come in. Wait, what? Danny Trace just punches monitor after a big L? Was he trying to catch a knife? Have you ever rage quit before like that, Alex? If so, like, can you describe it happening?
I've definitely punched my wall.
Punch your wall.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel
Not
like
my monitor though.
like years ago when I was like trading ETF, I blew some ETF accounts where I built up like it was like 100,000 in profits, like 10K each, and then like
Oof.
I was raging in a way where I'm like, I don't want to break anything though because like these are some expensive equipment. So I'm like, okay, never mind. Let's just those type
Yeah,
of
you
things.
like come to your senses when it's something that's valuable. But it's like the
Yeah.
wall, like whatever.
Do the wall.
Let it rip.
But yeah, Danny Trace I think is like he's big on Instagram. I think he's the guy who is associated with the funded family. I think is what it's called. The lab would never make a prop firm. You guys were saying like instead of a prop firm, you guys would probably just create your own firm or like like capital, like a hedge fund.
Yeah, yeah.
That's probably the better route, anyways. Why would you, like it doesn't make sense like as like a trader, like like a aspiring good trader. Why would you start a prop firm so other people trade for you? This looks pretty good for upside.
What Kane said. I just want an amazing team that can
Yeah.
cover like every single asset type. That'd be pretty cool.
What do you guys trade, by the way, in your team? You guys have 4 people. Do you guys mostly trade NQ and ES, or you trade
Thank
like
you. Yeah.
oil, gases, and other assets too?
I know Juno trades CL,
So yeah, he trades
and
oil.
I trade CL occasionally as well. But that's about as far as we would go, to be honest. It's like ES, NQ, and CL. Those are the 3 assets. But I think there's like so much to be made, like from. I think if you know how to really trade options, like there's a lot of money to be made there.
Options like, are you talking about buying option or selling options?
I would say selling, like positioning yourself
Okay, that makes
as a
sense.
seller on options. Yeah.
Because I usually don't like to buy options because I want to be the one who makes premium off of it. That's what I've been doing with T trades and
Yeah.
just selling options. Danny punches monitor on live. I kind of want to see that. Does anyone have a link to his stream? That's probably a publicity stunt at this point. Post the link. Let's just pull it up. Wait, this is it? Someone just posted a screenshot of it. Oh gosh, he did hit the monitor pretty hard. I can't even find a stream. Is he live on YouTube or what is he live on? Oh, 7 minutes ago, so he just ended it. All right, let's take a look together. Let's see what's happening. He's short. Wait, yeah, he's short 20 contracts, right? Wait, what is this? What time is this? I can't see it.
Who is this?
Danny Trades. He's like, I guess he's an influencer. Is he not short? Like, is that like good for him? Or am I missing something?
Short 25.
Wait, what was he
At what
trading on?
time?
I thought wouldn't that be because we dumped pretty hard. I thought that would work for him.
Oh, I think he switched maybe.
Oh, he was long. Okay, I thought I saw minus
Hmm.
20 contracts.
Yeah,
Never
that's
mind then.
crazy. What, FOMC? 25 contracts? No way.
What was
Rare.
the loss for that? 20,000 or something? Yeah, liquidated. I think. I can't see it. All right, we're gonna be paying attention to Owl soon here.
Wrong. He's down 50K. Jeez.
Took another low on NQ here. I think we have probably one more drive down. If we do want to flip, probably want to see this ESP tag too.
Yeah, that the paper trading on TradingView has been super laggy.
All right, Powell. I just want to see what tie he's wearing. Is that purple? Is that purple tie, guys?
I would love to start like a live stream where it's like get like a dog and it's like two bulls. It's like long or short, and wherever the dog goes, we trade.
I'm gonna keep Powell on for probably the first 5 minutes. See what he says.
Cooled from its formerly overheated state and remains solid. Inflation has moved much closer to our 2% longer run goal. We're committed to maintaining our economy's strength by supporting maximum employment and returning inflation to our 2% goal. To that end, today, the Federal Open Market Committee decided to take another step in reducing the degree of policy restraint by lowering our policy interest rate by a 1/4 percentage point. We also decided to continue to reduce our securities holdings. I'll have more to say about monetary policy after briefly reviewing economic developments. Recent indicators suggest that economic activity has continued to expand at a solid pace. GDP
Turn it up.
rose at an annual rate of 2.8% in the third quarter, about the same pace as in the second quarter. Growth of consumer spending
Yes.
has remained resilient, and investment in equipment and intangibles has strengthened. In contrast, activity in the housing sector has been weak. Overall, improving supply conditions have supported the strong performance of the U.S. economy over the past
pump.
year. In our summary of economic projections, committee participants generally expect GDP growth to remain solid, with a median projection of about 2% over the next few years. In the labor market, conditions remain solid. Payroll job gains have slowed from earlier in the year, averaging 173,000 per month over the past 3 months. The unemployment rate is higher than it was a year ago, but at 4.2% in November, it has remained low. Nominal wage growth has eased over the past year, and the jobs to workers gap has narrowed. Overall, a broad set of indicators suggests that conditions in the labor market are now less tight than in 2019. The labor market is not a source of significant inflationary pressures. The median projection for the unemployment rate in the SEP is 4.2% at the end of this year and 4.3% over the next few years. Inflation has eased significantly over the past 2 years, but remains somewhat elevated relative to our 2% longer run goal. Estimates based on the Consumer Price Index and other data indicate that total PCE prices rose 2.5% over the 12 months ending in November, and that, excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 2.8%. Longer-term inflation expectations appear to remain well anchored, as reflected in a broad range of surveys of households, businesses, and forecasters, as well as measures from financial markets. The median projection in the SEP for total PCE inflation is 2.4% this year and 2.5% next year, somewhat higher than projected in September. Thereafter, the median projection falls to our 2% objective. Our monetary policy actions are guided by our dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. We see the risks to achieving our employment and inflation goals as being roughly in balance, and we are attentive to the risks on both sides of our mandate. At today's meeting, the committee decided to lower the target range for the federal funds rate by a quarter percentage point to 4.25% to 4.5%. We've been moving policy toward a more neutral setting in order to maintain the strength of the economy and the labor market while enabling further progress on inflation. With today's action, we have lowered our policy rate by a full percentage point from its peak, and our policy stance is now significantly less restrictive. We can therefore be more cautious as we consider further adjustments to our policy rate. We know that reducing policy restraint too fast or too much could hinder progress on inflation. At the same time, reducing policy restraint too slowly or too little could unduly weaken economic activity and employment. In considering the extent and timing of additional adjustments to the target range for the federal funds rate, the committee will assess incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. We're not on any preset course. In our summary of economic projections, FOMC participants wrote down their individual assessments of an appropriate path for the federal funds rate, based on what each participant judges to be the most likely scenario going forward. The median participant projects that the appropriate level of the federal funds rate will be 3.9% at the end of next year and 3.4% at the end of 2026. These median projections are somewhat higher than in September, consistent with the firmer inflation projection. These projections, however, are not a committee plan or decision. As the economy evolves, monetary policy will adjust in order to best promote our maximum employment and price stability goals. If the economy remains strong and inflation does not continue to move sustainably toward 2%, we can dial back policy restraint more slowly. If the labor market were to weaken unexpectedly, or inflation were to fall more quickly than anticipated, we can ease policy more quickly. Policy is well positioned to deal with the risks and uncertainties that we face in pursuing both sides of our dual mandate. On a technical note, we lowered the offering rate on our overnight reverse repo facility to align it with the bottom of the target range for the federal funds rate, its typical configuration. Technical adjustments of this kind have no bearing on the stance of monetary policy. The Fed has been assigned two goals for monetary policy: maximum employment and stable prices. We remain committed to supporting maximum employment, bringing inflation sustainably to our 2% goal, and keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Our success in delivering on these goals matters to all Americans. We understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses across the country. Everything we do is in service to our public mission. We at the Fed will do everything we can to achieve our maximum employment and price stability goals. Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.
Gina.
What do you guys think?
Gina
Chat?
Scarlett with the New York Times. Thank you for taking our
Yeah, I
questions.
haven't moved much since he was speaking.
I wonder if you could talk a little bit about why officials think it's appropriate to cut rates at all in 2025 if inflation is expected to remain firm throughout the year. And what would you expect at this point the timing might look like? Would a January cut potentially be possible,
Pump
or
this
does
bad
a
boy.
pause next month seem more likely?
Well, so let me start by saying
do
why
it.
we cut today and then move to 2025. So I would say
Wrong
today
way.
was a closer call, but we decided it was the right call because we thought it was the best decision to foster achievement of both of our goals, maximum employment and price stability. We see the risks as two-sided, moving too slowly and needlessly
it's like
undermine
you show a
economic
big candle
activity in the labor
somewhere
market, or
where there's
move too
upside and
quickly
downside.
and needlessly undermine our progress on inflation. So we're trying to steer between those two
Down,
risks.
down.
And on balance, we decided to go ahead with a further cut, and I'll give you some details on why. Downside risks to the labor market do appear to have diminished, but the labor market is now looser than pre-pandemic, and it's clearly still cooling further, so far in a gradual and orderly way. We don't think we
Sheesh.
need further cooling in the labor market to get inflation down to 2%. Job creation is now well below the level, or certainly below the level that would hold unemployment constant. The job finding rate is low and declining, and other measures such as surveys of workers and businesses, quits, things like that, broadly show a much cooler labor market than we had in 2019. It's still quite gradually cooling. So we keep an eye on that. Inflation, we see that story as still broadly on track, and I'll tell you why. We've made a great deal of progress. 12-month core inflation, as I mentioned, through November is estimated at 2.8%, down from a high of 5.6%. But 12-month inflation has actually been moving sideways as we are lapping the very low readings of late last year. Housing services inflation actually is steadily coming down now, albeit at a slower pace than we might like, but it has now come down substantially, and it is making progress slower than hoped. And we've had recent high readings from non-market services and some bumpiness for goods. So I'll just say
I want to see this
so
turn.
remember that
I
we
want to see some
coupled this
displacement
decision
though.
today with the extent and timing language in the post-meeting statement that
we
signals
like
that
that
we
too, to
are
be
at
honest.
or near a point at which it will be appropriate to slow the pace of further adjustments. You ask about 2025. I think that the slower pace of cuts for next year really reflects both the higher inflation readings we've had this year and the expectation that inflation will be higher. You saw in the SEP that risks and uncertainty around inflation we see as higher. Nonetheless, we see ourselves as still on track to continue to cut. I think the actual cuts that we make next year will not be because of anything we wrote down today. We're going to react to data. That's just a general sense of what the committee thinks is likely to be appropriate.
Sorry, just one quick follow-up. Why, I guess, would you make those cuts? Like, what would be the trigger to cut?
So we're to cut further after this point. I would say it this way: we've reduced our policy rate now by 100 basis points. We're significantly closer to neutral. At 4.3% and change, we believe policy is still meaningfully restrictive. But as for additional cuts, we're going to be looking for further
It's very
progress
slow
on
right now.
inflation, as well as
It's
continued
moving
strength in
fast,
the
but,
labor
like,
market. And as long as the
nothing
economy and the
decisive.
labor market
Just sideways.
are solid, we
Sideways
can be
prints.
cautious about as we consider further cuts. And all of that is reflected, to your question, in the December SEP, which shows a median forecast of down 2 cuts next year compared to 4 in September.
Howard Schneider with Reuters, and thanks for the opportunity to ask you a question. So this does seem similar to the dynamic in 2016 during the last transition to a Trump administration, where the committee saw slightly tighter policy, in part in expected anticipation of the fiscal policy stance that was seen evolving over the year. Some of it was a data mark-to-market exercise, and some of it was anticipation of fiscal. What's the split on this one? How much of this was
Chad,
accounting
what do you guys
for
think
inflation
right now?
data that was
I'm kinda
coming in,
sitting
and
hands
how
right
much
now. I
of
don't see
it
anything
is
actual.
expecting that there will be inflationary fiscal policy next year?
I'd say I'd point to 5 or 6 things, and let me start by saying that we think the economy is in a really good place, and we think policy is in a really good
Yes,
place.
Loser.
Let's remember that the economy is growing 2.5% this year, that inflation has come down by 50% from 5.6% to 2.6%. Headline inflation is 2.5% on a 12-month basis. We're actually in a really good starting place here. But since, so what's really driving the slower rate cut path? First thing is growth is stronger, right? The economy grew faster in the second half of 2024 so far than we had expected, and is expected to be above what our expectations in September next year as well. Unemployment is lower, and in the
This
SEP,
would be so
you'll
good if
see
we get
that
some strong displacement up.
participants think that the
I'll
downside
drive up
risks are
without
less
leaving
and
any
uncertainty is less.
move.
So
I need to see some
that's more
displacement, though.
strength, right? Inflation is
Yeah, I
higher,
think they still
as we
wanna take
talked
it
about.
just
Inflation's higher this
slightly
year. It's also
lower, to be
higher in the
honest.
forecast next year. I'd also point out that we're closer to the neutral rate, which is another reason to be cautious about further moves. But then getting to your point, there's also there's uncertainty. Uncertainty around inflation, I pointed out, is actually higher. It's also in the case of some
These
people,
candles don't look
some
like it's
people-
that much.
The way I would say it is
But
this.
these are like 50-point, 40-point
Some
candles
people
on like the
did,
large ones.
take
To
a
me, it looks like
very
we're just moving like
preliminary
5 points
step
right
and
now.
start to incorporate highly conditional estimates of economic effects of
There's some
policies
large
into their
moves.
forecasts at this meeting, and said so in the meeting. Some people said they didn't do so, and some people didn't say whether they did or not. So we have people making a bunch of different approaches to that. But some did identify policy uncertainty as one of the reasons for their writing down more uncertainty around inflation. And the point about uncertainty is it's kind of common sense thinking that when the path is uncertain, you go a little bit slower. It's not unlike driving on a foggy night or walking into a dark room full of furniture. You just slow down, and so that may have affected some of the people. But as I said, there's a range of approaches on the committee.
If I could follow up on that, you mentioned the risk and uncertainty indexes toward the back of the document. The upside risk to inflation jumped quite substantially. The only thing really that's happened, you mentioned that the disinflationary story remains intact, yet the risk weighting has jumped to the upside. The only real thing that's happened is November 5th in the meantime. Is it fair to say that that's what's driving the higher sense of upside risk on
Walk
inflation?
into a room.
Actually, that's
dark
not the
room
only
with
thing that's
furniture.
happened. What's happened is that our
Kyle's
forecasts
cooking.
for inflation for this year, I think, are 5/10 higher than they were in September. So you had 2 months of higher inflation in September and October. As I mentioned, November is back on track. But once again, we've had a year-end projection for inflation, and it's kind of fallen apart as we've approached the end of the year. So that is certainly a large factor in people's thinking. I can tell you that might be the single biggest factor is inflation has once again underperformed relative to expectations. It's still going to be between 2.5 and 3. It's way below where it was, but we really want to see progress on inflation. As I mentioned, as we think about further cuts, we're going to be looking for progress on inflation. We have been moving sideways on 12-month inflation as the 12-month window moves. That's in part because inflation was very, very low measured in the fourth quarter of 2023. Nonetheless, as we go forward, we're going to want to be seeing further progress on bringing inflation down and keeping
Just
a solid labor
consolidating
market.
to continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris Rugaber at Associated Press. Thanks for taking the question. In September 2018, the Fed staff in the Teal Book discussed a policy of looking through any new tariffs as long as there were one-time increases and inflation expectations remained anchored. Could you comment on if that analysis remains effective and any other thinking on tariffs generally that you can share?
So I do think that the September 2018
What am I gonna pop on
Teal Book
22K here?
alternative simulations
Yeah,
are a good place to
22K.
start. I
There
happen
it
to
is.
have brought them here with me today. I'm sure you have them too. They're a good starting point, and I would just say, it's 6 years old analysis, but
Bored.
nonetheless, this is still, I think, the right questions to ask. And
Oh,
there were two
Down already now.
simulations.
Only
One
1.5% so far.
was,
Not that much.
One was seeing through, one was not. And
Yeah,
I
my
point you
expectation
to-
is like
you'll-
if
there's
we're gonna
some
rip,
language
it's
in
just
the- in
it'll
the-
be
in the-
tomorrow most likely.
in the see-through paragraph
Yeah,
that says,
some relief.
that considers situations in which it might be appropriate to see through inflation.
Pretty
and
big
then-
move,
and then
though.
names some conditions
Jeez.
in which it might not be. In any case, this is
1,100
not a
ticks
question that's in front of us right now.
On that hourly
won't face
candle.
question. We don't know when we'll face that question. What
to
the
work.
committee's doing now
See it,
is discussing
racing.
pathways and understanding, again, the ways
Could
in
stop
which
if Darth Powell would
tariff-driven
stop talking.
inflation can affect, tariffs can affect inflation in the economy and how to think about that. So we've done a good bit of work, all of us have, each of us has, and it puts us in position when we finally do see what
31874.
the actual policies are to make a more careful, thoughtful assessment of what might be the appropriate policy response.
Great. And just a quick follow. Do you given the recent bout of inflation that we've been through, with consumers seeing how prices can
short?
rise and businesses seeing that they can raise prices,
Sounds like a plan.
at least for some time, does that make
I don't,
it
GB.
a little
I
bit
don't.
riskier to look through tariffs? I mean, do you feel you have to respond more quickly to inflation threats, given what we've seen in the past few years?
So the main thing is, and this is also a point in these alternative simulations, is there are just many factors that
Might
go
take
into
slow.
how much
Insane.
tariffs will even go into consumer inflation. How persistent will that be? And so we just don't know really.
Tomorrow
very
could
much
also
at all
just
about
be
the
like such
actual
a
policies, so it's
lethargic
very
move up.
premature to try to make any kind of conclusion. We don't know what will be tariffed from what countries, for how long, in what size. We don't know whether there'll be retaliatory tariffs. We don't know what the transmission of any of that will be into consumer prices.
We're going
To
for
your
901.
point as well,
One of my best days of the year.
I
Nice
don't-
mystic.
I wouldn't say that we know whether the last episode is or is not a good model for what happened.
Looking
You
at
pointed out
drive
we've just been through a period
962,
of high inflation.
look at
We've just
this.
gotten through that period. That's a difference. There was also quite a bit of diversion of trade away from China to other countries since that may have effects. I don't know. I just think we need to take our time, not rush, and make a very careful assessment, but only when we've actually seen what the policies are and how they're implemented. And we're just not at that stage. We're at the stage of doing what other forecasters are doing, which is kind of thinking about these questions, but not trying to get to definitive answers for some time.
Nick Timmeros of the Wall Street Journal. Chair Powell, to make sure I understand, participants today revised up their core PCE inflation projection for 25 so that the central tendency runs from 2.5 to 2.7%. And as Howard noted earlier, most of the committee sees the risks to those projections to the upside. So if inflation only declines next year from 2.8 to 2.5 to 2.7,
Mickey says log
what
now,
will
Brian.
compel the committee to be cutting in that
I need to see some
situation?
displacement before I join in here.
Let me find these numbers. So we have inflation coming down, core inflation coming down to 2.5 next year. That'd be significant progress.
250.
You see a slower
10 minutes
path.
left on
I
this
think
hourly
that
candle.
does take on board that we want to see real progress, but we'd be seeing meaningful progress to get inflation
5-second
down to
breaker.
that level. That wouldn't
This is
be all
gonna.
the way to 2%, but that would be
So what's
that
the
would be,
5-second right
better
now?
than this
Cooking.
year. This year will be 2.8 or 2.9. That would be meaningful. We also have to think about the labor market, and while we have the labor market forecast as being in good shape, we are also mindful that it is still out there very gradually cooling, so far in an orderly, gradual way. But it's also something we need to keep our eye on.
I guess if I could follow up, if somebody looked at these projections and also the insertion of the extent and timing language in the statement, which has been used at times in the past when the committee thinks maybe it's going to be on hold for a while, and they said, gee, this looks like it could be the last rate cut for some time, would they be mistaken to infer that?
So
Nice.
that's not any decision that we made at all. Let me explain extent and timing. So the sense of that wording is to make clear that if the economy does evolve about as anticipated, we're at a point at which it would be appropriate to slow the pace of rate cuts. So extent, that just relates to how much further we can reduce our policy rate consistent with getting to a neutral stance. Clearly, that distance has shrunk by 100
Jeremy,
basis points.
Jesse asks.
So it's
Yeah, I take any
significantly
trades.
smaller.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to
So
see
that's the
if we can
extent
get
question.
a
And we're
confirmation
gonna be looking
anywhere.
for further progress on inflation as
I
well
didn't,
as a strong
play this
labor
move
market
down.
to make those cuts. Timing just suggests again that we're at a place where we
are moving
assuming
very
the economy
fast, though.
develops as expected. We're at or near a level that will make it appropriate to slow the pace of adjustment. So that's what we mean by that. We're not trying to make decisions about the longer run. We're trying to make sensible policy as we go. And I just would emphasize the uncertainty, which is it's just a function of the fact that we expect significant policy changes. There's nothing really unusual about that. I think we need to see what they are and see what the effects they will have. We'll have a much clearer picture, I think, when that happens.
Mike.
Michael McKee from Bloomberg Radio and Television. even though you've cut rates by 100 basis points this year, we haven't seen much change in mortgages, auto loan rates, or credit card rates. You say you're significantly restrictive. Are you running a risk that the markets are fighting against you and the economy could be more at risk of a slowdown than you anticipate?
So
No joke, 5-second
the
is
risks that
hot.
you-
Of
sorry,
course.
risks that you
Joke.
talked
The
about
5
are
seconds.
longer
Of
run
course.
rates, and they are affected to some extent by Fed policy, but they're also affected.
Alex, are
by
you looking at
many
anything
other
right now, or are you
things.
just kind of sidelines? I'm
And
just the sidelines right
longer
now.
rates have actually gone up
I'm
quite a
honestly
bit
just
since
on the
September, as you
15-second
well know,
paper
and
trading.
those are the things that
Paper
That's
trade?
it.
How's it going?
Yeah.
mortgage rates more than short-term
Share
rates.
some of your
It's-
ideas right now.
So
I'm literally just shorting every single pop. I can't bring myself to do. I don't know what it is. Like, I can't bring myself to do it on a live account or a funded. Like, I'm
It's
just
hard,
not good
it's
at
hard.
shorting. Yeah, I'm not good at shorting. Like, sure, my shorts can play out on paper, but I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I don't do well shorting on actual accounts. But yeah, just having fun, just distracting myself.
Want to see
But yeah,
this
the
impulse here?
trading view paper trading is like super super
Should I
laggy.
pull that up? Maybe we'll do the live too. Paper trading. What's my balance at? Why is it at 622,000? How do I reset it? I must have trolled, like did like full size somewhere.
Yeah.
Wait, where's my buttons? I think I took it off. Anyone know how to turn it on? Trading. Oh, there it is. Buy sell button. Yeah, there we go. Chat. I don't think I'm gonna trade fundings until I see something good. But if you want me to smack longs or shorts right now on this paper, we can just do it as a collective group.
Collective 25 minis.
Type in chat long or short right now.
We're well into the twos in core inflation and around 2.5 or even lower than that we have been for headline inflation. So I would say I'm confident that inflation has come down a great deal, and I'm confident in the story.
Let me see. What's the majority saying? It's so half-half right now. It's a short, long, short, long. You guys are saying short. Okay, well, I'm just gonna do it for the stream. Just it's on a paper account. Let's see how you guys do on this FOMC price action.
I bet you gotta increase that size. Come on.
Let's see.
25.
I'll do 20. We'll get 20 going. What to add, guys? Mark it in. It's just gonna sink to
Hurry up.
oblivion.
It's gonna sink.
I'm gonna stockpile now. I don't think I hear anything good anymore. This, you guys are printing on this. How the heck? I'm gonna let chat just trade my account from now on. Go to break even. Okay, let's do that. How much are we down now? Do the chat GP strat. Where are we looking at now? We already took these 2 hourly. I don't know where next low, I guess. Did we just take that low, actually? No, we're getting very close to it. 900. We're just going for every low right now at this rate. We're pushing power hour now. Put this 3 con here. Oh. Chat, what do you guys think? TP at 900 or hold for more? Reverse 910? Is that the plan? Yeah, we already took like a lot of the lows I wanted already, so it's like I don't even know where it wants to go now. I think we also flipped the weekly, right? Yeah, we flipped the weekly pretty hard. It's extreme right now. Just looking for 901 here. This is the big brain move. You see this, Alex? We'll flip it,
It
and
worked.
then
It's
we
working
have.
out perfectly.
Yo, I should just pull up the live account and then have chat tell me what to do. Why think for myself when I have people thinking for me? This is crazy.
Market maker. My God. I'm really interested to see what 3 p.m. does. Hourly open.
Yeah. That'll be 3,600 if that hits. I got a 20 contract right at the bottom of it. It's basically like a clear call, like not too long.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't see anything of any sort too long right now.
Mind controlling the market. The Fed cuts
Literally like
rates.
60 points in like a few minutes, and that's like that's not even the best feel. Like I just marketed in while I was selling. That's crazy. And you guys are telling me to flip here, I think.
Flip.
I should have put it. I put it a little lower. Damn. That would have been like bottom tick longs too. All right, market buy, yes or no, guys? Market buy or market sell? What you gotta think? Long. Type in chat. We're just gonna wait until we see something clear.
Buy.
A lot of people are saying
Everyone
buy
wants
right
to
now.
buy. Short
All
them
right,
in
let's
short.
do it. Let's do it. We're 5 in right now. Chat is majority saying buy right now. You guys said short earlier, and he said flip down here. Now chat saying sell. There's a lot of sell here. Yeah, this is this paper. You see in the bottom paper right now while we're waiting.
Sheesh.
How deep are we going? Holy crap. We are
Gotta
traveling so
liquidate
deep.
your paper account.
It's okay. The paper is like 620,000. 25
This
cons
is
in.
nuts.
This is kind of nuts.
Well,
All right, we'll put risk management. We'll put about a 50-point stop on this 23,000.
I'm still longing tomorrow 9:30.
9:30 open. Close eyes. Just enter long.
Yeah. You'll catch me there.
There was a lot of handful of chat said short though. Damn, maybe I chose the wrong side. But yeah, even just looking hindsight, like what could I have done for FMC here to take trades? Like shorting, yeah, it was
Not
clear because
much.
there's no long setups for sure. I didn't see any
Yeah.
confirmation.
I would say the only thing is like maybe a 30-minute at 2:30, like open high, low close. Maybe, but
I was
it's kind of a
thinking more like
stretch.
manipulation too. Like, if we want to drive
Yeah.
lower, try to give like a one retrace back. We didn't even do that at all.
This is just selling off completely. Well, are you streaming tomorrow as well,
Yeah, I think so.
Brian? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wanted to stream PM session tomorrow as well, so
we'll see what
I don't know
happens.
if
Maybe we can cook.
yeah. All right, Mr. Brian, I'm gonna head out. 3
All
o'clock.
right.
Nothing for me here.
All right. I'm gonna stick around for probably like a little bit longer to see if there's anything. Probably till
Okay.
3:15. But you're good. You're good.
All right. Well, thanks
Alright,
for
see
having
you,
me
man.
as always. I'll talk to you.
Yeah. So much room for downside. The good thing is I had some SQQ contracts and shares just swinging while we're all time high. So the raw but's cooking, but not much the monitor. Yeah. We're still going. We have a lot. We just keep on going down. We're 2% down right now, so everything's just giving back up. And no flip in sight so far. Just very, very weak. Extremely weak. I just want to stick around for a little bit longer. We'll likely do the giveaway at the end in 10 minutes here. I just don't know how I want to do it. I'll give guys. All right, one more time, chat. Give me a trade, long or short now. If it works, we might do a double giveaway. Let's do that. We'll do a cash one and we'll do the trade fi one. Type in chat right now. The majority will go for. There's way too many longs right now. Okay. Gonna do 25 contracts, 30 contracts, slap by, see what happens. Minimum TP about 100 points. If this hits in the next 10 minutes, we'll do a double giveaway. Now a lot of people are coming up for shorts. We're just pushing. Dude, this is actually moving. There's like 50 points already. Dude, chat is knowing best right now. It's I don't know how you guys doing it. Chat is actually cooking. Stop loss at break even. No, we can't do that. We can't do that. We'll do stop at previous low. All right. Yeah. How do we want to do this giveaway? because I don't have the Discord set up yet with the giveaway bot and the website. We have that dashboard. If you guys remember the website though, I did share about it. We have a whole new revamp coming, which is pretty nice. I think I shared yesterday here. This is what it looks like. This is just one image of it, but there's a lot more to it. It's the UI is gonna be great. What I was saying is, for probably by January, we're gonna use this format to do our giveaways. So what that means is like, if you have an account with us, all you gotta do is press one button when we say it, for like it'll open for like a few minutes, and then you'll be entered in a giveaway using the Smart Prop Firm website. So we'll do some cash giveaways. We'll likely do 2 cash giveaways a day, $50 each. So 2 winners, $50, $100 per day. We're basically doing $500 a week. Chat was up like 50 points and then it turned. I might just have to do it on Discord, guys. Because I don't want to make it too crazy. We'll install the Discord bot as well for the giveaway. You know what? I'm gonna do it in a random channel. Let's do it in a channel that no one sees. Let's do a little. Oh, let's do it here. This is perfect. This is perfect. It's gonna be covered up because so many people are joining. But okay, I'll give you guys 5 minutes to enter, and then we're just gonna pick off these people. I'm gonna have a Discord bot, the giveaway bot, in next time though. We're gonna probably do the roll the number again. Are you still trading Apex? Have they moved you live? They haven't. Or I don't have a live with them. I'm still trading Apex though. All right, we'll give you guys like about till 3:14, and then we'll pick a number. I just want to hide it in a way. Any discount code for Apex? If you use code SMART, that's my code here. It applies for all the prop firms that we're affiliated with. Apex, Tradeify, MyFund Futures, and Tick Trader, and also Tick Prop Trader too. It's in the intro. Introduce yourself. Just thumbs up. It's getting buried, which is good. Just gotta scroll up a little bit. I don't want people to not be on the stream to win though. I think Apex in general has been doing very good. But yeah, I think moving forward, I think probably next week we're gonna do cash giveaways daily if we're live. So all you gotta do is make an account, which also helps with the cash rebate, the 5% cash rebate on all the prop firms. The way that we're gonna do it, you just gotta check in when we open up. We're gonna probably open up like at the end of every stream or randomly. You gotta check in at the bottom here. Just put your name, put your email, and submit. That's your check-in. This would only open for a certain duration of time. And then it's going to be only for verified users, as in users who have been using, has at least one purchase with us. So, yeah, I'll type that out though. In the future, I would recommend making an account now so it doesn't crash the website. We're at 122. Not that big, to be honest. One more minute. We'll start picking at 3:14. We're just gonna do a random number generator again. Well, I don't have the Discord bot. And we're gonna start from me as number 1. Everything else is 2, 3, 4, 5. Your screen might show a different number, so don't freak out. Whatever's shown in my screen is what we're gonna run with. All right, give you till 3:14. So far we have 1 to 128. It's gonna be probably like 135 by then. If it hits 1, that means I win. It's for one account. It's the 150K account. You guys are not guessing numbers. Your place is the number. Okay, so we have 130 people. That's gonna lock it in right there. 131. We'll just keep 131. 110. Oh boy. I'm just gonna. That's not a good number. These people are checking it. Man, this is where I wish I had the Discord bot. We'll just count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Was it 25? 25. It was Ethan. Some people are trying to move the numbers, but I'm going to just go based off that. That is random enough. We're just going to go based off Ethan. If Ethan can respond within the next 5 minutes, we'll give it to him. Okay, he got it. He got it. All right, we're gonna give the funded to him. I'm gonna wrap this up here, guys. No trades today. We just watch basically FOMC just drag market all the way down. About like 500 points, it looks like, right? 500 points. It went from red to green or green to red. That's gonna wrap it up. That's a 100K instant funded. By the way, before we log off though, this is what I talked about in chat. If you guys would rather have, we have 5K in giveaways. We're gonna do once a week. It could be random days, but it's either gonna be a instant funding, which is about $400, or we can do daily for $100 credit to the user account to TradeFi. They can spend whatever they want. It's a $100 credit to their account, or a mixture of both. So type in chat if you want one, which is just one big account once per week, 2, which is $100 per day, or 3, just a mixture of both. Because I think a lot of you guys voted for 1, but it's only one winner. If that's what you guys want, we'll do that from now on. We basically have enough funds to do about like 8 more giveaways, I think. 8 or 7 more. But yeah. Basically, we'll use some of our affiliate money, a good portion of it, to convert this $5,000 into credit so we can start giving away. All right. I'm going to wrap this up, guys. If you haven't already, especially, there's a pinned message. You want to make an account with our website, where that's going to be where we start giving away account every single day starting next week. I'm going to wrap this up. Have a good one, guys.